Hello everyone, I just wanted to share a position with you from a game that I just played. You can see it here. And what's cool about this position is that there is a mate in 2 in it that I did not see. And when I looked at the analysis, I played a move that I thought it is a good move, winning move. If you look at the position, black is in a heap of trouble. They have a piece, a knight extra compared to me, but their position is very cramped. So what I played in the position is queen takes e6, which gives me a mate in 5, according to the engine. And in this position, black resigned. But I wanted to look at the game, because the game involved a knight sacrifice on my side. I wanted to see if it was a good game, etc. So when I looked at it, to my shock, in this previous position, I have a mate in 2. So this is the puzzle challenge to you. Can you find a mate in 2? Because I actually thought there is no way, like, what's going on here? So please pause the video and try to find a forced mate in only 2 moves from this cramped madness of a position now. Alright, hope you paused the video and found out. I'm going to tell you the solution now. So the idea is that we have a discovered attack on the king. To me, the most obvious discovered attack was to move the knight here on d6. Since it's a double check, but I just didn't see a good continuation from here, so that is not the correct move. I'm still massively winning. According to the computer, it's giving me like +9 here without even thinking too much. I'm sure if it keeps thinking, it will give me an even bigger advantage, just because black's position is terrible. But the idea and the winning move is actually knight to g5, believe it or not, with the idea that wherever the king moves, it just has too few squares. It has this square here, f8, this square's here, d8, and both of these moves result in checkmate in 1, which is the same move, which is knight takes e6. So I took the pawn earlier with the queen, but knight takes e6 is checkmate. If the king went to d8, its only flight square is c7, which is covered by the knight. And if black decided to go king to f8, it is the same move. Black king is again blocked mostly by its own pawns and own pieces, and these squares f7 and e8 are covered by the bishop. So I would have never thought that that's a maneuver that needs to be considered. Knight to g5 going away from the king, but wherever the king goes next, you get a lethal knight takes e6. Obviously the move that I played is not too bad, because it gives you mate in 5, and I wasn't even thinking the mate is that close. I couldn't see quite how the mate works, but I just thought, you know, it's an attacking move that makes many threats, direct threats, indirect threats, you know, like black is in a very, very bad position here. And as a bonus to the video, I mean, feel free if you're only interested in the puzzles to stop here, but I wanted to mention just super quickly how I got to this position, which is by responding to the Caro-Kann. Lots of people seem to be playing at my level in Blitz games Caro-Kann, so I don't know it very well. And when they respond, when I see c6, I usually play 2 knights attack instead of the usual, like obviously moving my pawn here and then you know, playing something more classical. But in any case, I sacrifice this knight quickly. Mainly because I saw Hikaru Nakamura beat some Grandmaster with this tactic, so I thought if Grandmasters can fall for tricks based on sacrificing your knight here on f7, then surely my opponents will also find it tough to prove how to get an advantage from having an extra knight. The idea here is this square where the king is currently is very weak, so you can start attacking. Obviously your opponent might defend. But this square is also too weak, so if you manage to get something on this square, that will be very good. And even though the opponent has a knight, they're going to have a tough time if they don't play very accurately in a 3-minute game to quickly, you know, get out of the tough position. So my opponent didn't do that. They play a bunch of moves, moving the queen back and forth, and already even in this position, even though I'm down a knight, the computer says I'm +5. So it's a good opening against the Caro-Kann. So yeah, hope you enjoyed the video. Just want to share this quick one, and bye bye.